In the year 2017, Donald J. Trump became the 45th President of the United States of America. After declaring war on every media outlet in the country, President Trump created a new network to perpetuate his own personal propaganda to the American people. Knowing that there was only one man capable of producing such a network, Trump underwent an experimental procedure to create a team of clones to run the show. This is their creation. This is Trump Network News.
Thank me, I love me too. Hello and welcome to Trump Network News. I am your host, President Donald J. Trump in America. I couldn't be happier to be here, believe me. I know. Finally, a place for the truth instead of a bunch of dishonest reporting from a bunch of losers with no class. Seriously, they should be ashamed of themselves. And speaking of losers, that brings us to our first story of tonight. Fantastic segue, Donald. Thank you, Donald. It was announced earlier this week that every loser at the State Department, I'm not quite sure which state, they haven't quite told me yet, every loser resigned. Every single one. People are saying this is a disaster. They couldn't be more wrong. This is amazing. Out with the old and in with the new, just like with my wives. Let's take a look at these losers, shall we? Look at this guy, Patrick Kennedy. Boy, I'll tell you, he looks like another Kennedy. After the shot, if you know what I'm saying. Not a pretty sight. Michelle Bond looks like the grandmother of the Keebler elves. Great brand, by the way, Keebler cookie. Do yourself a favor, go out and buy a box of Keebler cookies. Look at this loser. This guy is so black. What's that? Oh, I can't say that. Oh no. Okay. Well, apparently the snowflakes down at the FCC don't want me making my fantastic jokes that got me to be President of the United States. So I guess we'll move on to our next story. Now I know there's been a lot of talk, a lot of concern about the wall, and so I'd like to address that. Many of my critics in the dishonest media have been spreading vicious lies, saying that my genius plan, it's a fantastic plan, by the way, great plan, saying that my plan to put an import tax on Mexico will make the American consumer pay for it in the end. This is unbelievable. Can you believe this? Can you believe? They're calling it a tariff. Just terrible. A tariff is something paid for by the American consumer. An import tax is something I just made up. Completely different. And many people have been concerned about how expensive the wall will be. I know. They say, Donald, how are you going to do it? How are you going to afford a wall? And that's when I say, look, I can't tell you exactly, but nearby where we're building, there happens to be a place with very cheap, very affordable labor. The most cheap, the most affordable. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Now I know, with all the dishonesty in the media, it can be hard to tell the truth from a crooked Hillary lie. And that's why we've started this new segment, Real News, Fake News. First we have a story from Politico claiming that one of my aides complained to the press saying that I watch too much TV. Here we have an absolute example of fake news. CNN, BuzzFeed, newspapers, they're all the same. And this is no exception, okay? First of all, one, my aides love me. They would never complain. Everybody loves me. I know it. You know it, America. Everyone knows. B, I'm not going to say I don't watch television. I was very honest with this during the campaign. Okay, I said this country was going to have law and order, and that's exactly what I've been having every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Law and order. I only watch the absolute essentials for being president. Okay, first off, reruns of The Apprentice, obviously. But second, I want to know how to take down ISIS, the terrorist organization. Who better to learn from than the big man himself, Mr. Jack Bauer? From Fox documentary series 24. It's fantastic. Every time he saves the country, it's in 24 hours. He's quick, he's efficient, and that's what we're going to do to ISIS. Okay? Now, the infrastructure in this country is crumbling. It's a disaster. It's absolutely terrible. That's why Every morning, I watch Bob the Builder to learn how to rebuild this country. Bob the Builder is absolutely fantastic. I love that catchphrase of his, can we fix it? Make America great again.
This is Barack Obama's inauguration, a picture taken from the vantage of the Washington Monument back in 2009. And on the right-hand side, at about the same point in the inauguration, this is the crowd that we had today. Obviously, considerably thinner.
Fake, 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 fake it. Of course, people don't want to believe Donald J. Trump brought in the biggest inauguration crowd of all time in the history of the universe. But this is simply the truth. I don't know how else to say it. We brought in a team of the best crowd scientists the country has to offer. Absolutely, they're absolutely fantastic. Okay, one of them once guessed how many jelly beans were in a very big jar. Bigly, okay? And they say this was hands down the most attended Three Doors Down concert of all time. Okay, fantastic. And if it's the most attended Three Doors Down concert, how is it not also going to be the most attended inauguration, Three Doors Down? Those are absolutely the best band in the entire country. They're great. I love that song in there. It's Photograph. Speaking of photographs, fantastic segue again, Donald. Thank you. Here we have the famous photo everyone's pointing to, saying, look at these white tarps here. You see the empty space? There's no people there. But there are people there. You just can't see them because they're wearing all white. I saw them. There with their nice little pointy hats and their Trump T signs. I don't know why they were lowercase. Maybe we can get them uppercase T's. But they're fantastic. I met with their leader. Just take a look at our text conversation. Just a fantastic guy. Absolutely the best. Okay, America, we've come to the end of our program. But don't you worry your pretty little heads. No, Uncle Donnie will be back next week with another episode of TNN. Until the end of my time as your dictator president. Or until Vladimir Putin tells me to stop. In the meantime, follow me on Twitter at RealDonaldTrump. Or send your prayers to God. I will intercept them. Thank you very much. Good night, and God bless me.
Take my breath away.